Hi, I'm Bria.
And I am Natalie, and we are the hosts of Detroit's newest podcast, She Do.
This podcast is brought to you by Onenie and is made by women, about women, and for women.
Join us every first and third Wednesday of the month, starting on December 5th. All right, so, let's talk about why we wanted to do She Do. What is the whole shtick behind this, I guess?
Well, like we said, it's a made by women, about women, and for women. So for me, She Do is basically about all things women in their careers, about making money. And one thing that we are aiming to do is have conversations with people in different career fields to gain to get their opinion on things or how they work, how they're shattering glass ceilings, how they're kicking ass and taking names with no regard and ruthlessly. So yeah, that's what She Do is for me. What about you?
I'm really excited just to hear some stories from some people just, kicking ass and taking names. And I think it's really important for us to be doing this in this age, particularly, like we've kind of established that there are women in the workforce and that we're here to stay and that's happening. But I think one thing that we haven't seen yet is sort of all of the great personalities behind all of these women, and that they're not just their jobs. They're not all the same professional sort of person. You have very quirky people, very funny people, very silly people, people that are just super badass. You got all kinds of people out there in the world, and I think it's really fun and important to show that everyone's got these really great personalities and they're doing some really cool shit.
True. So, Natalie, for those who don't know you, who is Natalie Burger?
Natalie Burger, who's that? I don't even know. Who is that girl? So I am one of the content creators here at Onenie. I make a lot of videos. I'm a filmmaker, particularly in experimental film, which mostly just means I don't ever work or get paid to make experimental films. So it's a good time. And most of my work focuses on women, and I really like women-based projects and art, and I think that there's a lot of really cool things to say, and that's my shtick. I really like doing that. So Bria, tell me, who are you, man?
Who is Bri Renee?
Who that girl?
The world may never know. No, I'm just kidding.
What an enigma.
But yeah, I am Bri Renee. I am a multimedia creative. I am an associate content producer here at Onenie, and I am the host of the Bri Renee Show, which is a talk show that I started to talk to people in different careers about what they do. So, I am just a fan of media. I always have been ever since I was a kid, and I remember my mom, she would tell me like, oh, girl, you gonna be on the news. I'm like, ugh, they have boring hair. I don't want to do that. So
she got the good hair.
Yeah, they have boring hairstyles. Like, I don't want to do that. But she spoke that over me as a kid, and it's just I can't shake it. Like, the way media has come into my life has been very transformative for me. So that's what I choose to dedicate my life to. And also, as a woman, I just am in awe all the time by the amazing things that women can do, especially women who have like kids and are married, and they don't really let those things define them when it comes to their careers. So hopefully, I just hope that this podcast can inspire not only women, men too, but I just hope that people can find inspiration in these conversations that we're having and see that there's more to these women than just their work. Like, so yeah, that's my spiel.
Man, amen, my dude. That was so much more eloquent than mine. Oh. I like making movies and stuff. We have a really great lineup of guests already that we're so excited for. We have lots of super cool people. We got a morgue photographer coming, which is gonna be too bad. We missed Halloween a little bit on that one, but
I see dead people.
She do every day. She do see dead people.
She do
all the time. There we go.
She do.
And what else we got? Spoken word poetry coming on. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Some graphic designers. We got some people in tech.
Yes.
All sorts of really cool people.
Therapists, gynecologists, scientists, things of that nature. So we kind of want to have a wide range of women. So, like, say for example, when we do get our gynecologists on the show, there are plenty of women, I'm sure, who have questions about their vaginas. Like, you may have had one your whole life, but, some things that you may not know that a therapist could come on and clarify for you, while also giving you a little bit of background about who she is and that she's a funny type of person. Yeah, so.
Indeed. Yeah, we want to, answer some questions about, different, problems or comments that people have about certain positions or jobs, and kind of work on some stigmatization, some self-exploration, while getting to know some pretty cool people. And talking some current events. I think we'll have lots of kind of see how we fit out into the world and not just in a studio.
Exactly. And I have a question for you, Natalie.
What's up?
Do you feel like 2018 was the year of the woman?
You know what? I think here's my thought. I think that 2017 was the year of the woman. I think this year is the year of outside of that box. Meaning that, not men, but women, intersectionality in women. So whereas I think 2017 was all about rah rah yay yay pussy hats and stuff like that. And I think that was all about 2017 was all about that kind of stuff. But the problem is, so how do we now take that and expand it to women of color, women from different backgrounds and different economic statuses, people that don't identify as women anymore, or have in the past, and or now, like trans women, non-binary folks, trans men who were formerly known as women. How we can kind of expand that to reach a lot of people, and that aren't just sort of women, pink, she, flowers, and all that kind of stuff. That there's more than just this sort of stereotype that we've been seeing. So yeah, 2017 for me was the year of the woman. 2018 is the year of the people.
I feel like
2000 because they're dumb. Just kidding.
I'm not.
No, I'm not either.
No, but I feel like 2018, like especially with this upcoming, they passed. Well, I feel like the most recent elections has been a great reflection as to how this country is changing. There's so many people, there's so many different types of people that have been elected into office, and I remember watching on Twitter the people that were getting elected into different states and different cities, and I'm just like, oh, these women. I was just in awe. I remember I was literally in a bar with my friend and my eyes teared up because I was just so happy to see there were women in hijabs, women that were a part of the LGBTQ community, and just women in general just coming into office. So now
we have our first lesbian attorney general. Is that who it is? Is that attorney general? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And it's just that's so amazing because it's for the longest, ever since this country was established, it has been ran by men. And it's just to see that women are, coming to the forefront and having a say in our country, and not just speaking about things that are, for men, they don't consider things that we have to go through. The men in office, the little Cheeto man in the White House, he doesn't consider things like abortion. He doesn't consider things like birth control. He doesn't consider things like women proper health care. Like, he doesn't think about those things because not only is he not a good person, but he doesn't have to go through those things. So it's great to have women who have voices to make them consider the things that we have to go to and the things that we have to go through and the things that we need. So
absolutely
I'm excited about that. That was like I really was so happy to vote. Like, even though I vote in every election, but I was super happy to see that, even though like there were states that of course I couldn't vote in, but I was just so happy that people made the right choices. Like, it was just amazing to watch.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many cool things happening right now, and I'm really excited that we've extended beyond, here we are, here's our voices, but making people listen now.
Yeah.
Which I think is really important and different than it was in the past since, the 2016 election. And I think that it was a really good kick in the butt for us to do that. And I think that it's so important and that we listen to each other. And I think that women have such a long history of being divided within our own species. I don't know. Yeah. Within our own, gender. But, right. So I think it's so important that, we start to kind of listen a little more to each other and continue that efforts to global domination.
Yeah. So that's why we have the She Do podcast. So we can bring women together in different careers, different backgrounds, like different lifestyles. So that's what we hope to do. Just to be a reflection of the times. Like, women have to come together right now. Like, we need each other. She do.
I think so. If anyone doesn't realize, so I thought we were being so clever with this title, and maybe I'm just thinking like to myself this whole time. So I think there was this meme or something that came out like a couple of years ago that was like, "Do she have the booty? She do." And I just thought, so like obviously that means does she have a good butt? Everyone has a good butt. Hey, you listen out there out in podcast land, out on Spotify and SoundCloud and YouTube and all those, you also have a very good butt.
Go to the mirror and turn around. Appreciate it.
That's a good booty.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, girl.
It's good for sitting.
You should wiggle it a little bit while you're looking at it right now.
Shake that ass.
Yep. Shake that. Anyway, so there you go. There's your uplifting quote for the day. So she do, so it's like, does she have the booty? She do. So you can have your beautiful little booty that you have on your rear, and you can have some booty as in the monies.
Moolah.
Making it rain. Some Benjis, all that.
A fat stack.
Oh yeah. So you she do. She has the booty and the booty. Of all varieties. She do.
So yeah. Just make sure you have the booty.
All right.
In 2 ways. And don't give the booty freely.
Indeed.
In both ways.
Indeed. Truly.
That was a good one. I need to write that one down.
That's a good one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. We're so funny. I can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
So yeah, tune in, first and third Thursday of every month. We are a bi-weekly podcast, for lots and lots of booty. Oh, sorry, Wednesdays. First and third Wednesdays of each month. So, yeah.
Starting December 5th. So, make sure you tune in. I can't talk. We are on all platforms, so you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. What else? I think that's it. And Onenie.
And Onenie, yes. We are with Onenie.com.
Absolutely. So, if you want to hear things about women, by women, for women, make sure you tune. Why can't I talk? I cannot say tune for some reason. Tune in to the She Do podcast.
All right. And follow us at Onenie, Onenie Network on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And all of those glorious places.
Twitter,
yes. And comment, like, subscribe. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Tell us how much you like booty of all kinds.
Yes. And don't give that booty freely.
Indeed.
All right. We will catch you December 5th.
Fare thee well, my sweets.
Bye-bye.